I'm Caleb. Please like and subscribe.
Welcome back to another podcast. Today we're going to go over who won the SHIB giveaway and maybe go over some paper wallets and how that could be a good gift idea for graduation. But right now I'm going to turn it over to Josh and he's going to go into some crypto info.
So before we get started on that, we want to wish a special good luck to all the local track athletes in this area. They're all competing in the state games today and tomorrow, but especially maybe a little bit special good luck to the 5 athletes from Drexel. For those of you who don't know, I coach varsity girls basketball at Drexel, and all of those girls are on that team, and so we just wish them good luck today. And then, so you kind of touched on it for just there for a second. We're into graduation season, wedding season, barbecue season, whatever. But one thing that we started looking at was, everybody gives money or gift cards and things like that. And why don't you tell the people what you did for your graduation presents this year?
Well, yep, paper wallets, like I had mentioned, and I've done it in the past. It's a good idea. You can generate a paper wallet online, print it off, and use that wallet address to send crypto to, and then give that away to somebody. It comes with their private key, so they can import it into any mobile wallet, or they can get online and basically enter their address in and check and see what's on it. So it basically turns into paper money with crypto.
How much does it cost to do that?
It's free to generate a paper wallet. It's just a matter of you just got to send the money or the crypto to that wallet.
And so if somebody has a wallet and you give them a paper wallet, can they transfer that money from the paper wallet to their wallet?
Yes, they can.
And they pay gas fees on that?
Yeah, they would have to pay gas fees.
But it's still cheap.
Yeah, it depends on what network.
But if you've got a high school kid or maybe a young couple that's getting married and you wanted to do something kind of cool and you knew they were maybe just even barely into crypto, you could do something like that, and your $50 gift may be worth $5,000 in 2 years or something, depending on what goes down. But that's kind of a cool little deal that you can do for people.
Yeah, so. With that, or the Binance, BEP20 network with all the tokens, what I've done is send money over to that wallet in BNB and purchase them a token that I think is going to do well, give it, and leave some BNB on that wallet so that for future, when they go to do that, they'll have some gas fee money.
Yeah.
So.
And I suppose you could just send them BNB and then they could buy whatever they wanted.
That's true.
Or just keep BNB.
Yep.
So, as we move into more crypto news, there's not a whole bunch to get into, but there are just a few little things that I wanted to point out today. Shouldn't take that long, but we're 3 days away from the beta launch of DFS Mafia. So for those of you that don't know what that is, just a quick deal. It's a sports betting book. Think DraftKings, think, what was the other one? DraftKings and FanDuel. But in the crypto world. Now from what I'm hearing, you are going to be able to use dollars to use it. But they're not just say pick your 5 best athletes today and compete against 100 other people to see who wins. They're doing a lot of other things, and we're going to get to see the breakdown of that in about 3 days. So hopefully we're going to be one of us will be selected to be in that beta testing, and we kind of see what that happens. I don't expect that to increase the price dramatically because we don't really know how long the beta testing is going to be, but we are one step closer to the actual utility coming out and people being able to actually use it and start generating revenue for that token, which I think is going to be huge. So if you have any interest in DFS Mafia, I would say you've got 3 to 4 to 5 weeks to jump on that ship and maybe actually make some pretty good money. The other thing real quick that I want to talk about was SafeMoon. So we talk about SafeMoon quite a bit. Part of the reason is because we believe in it. Just straight up. We always tell you to do your own research. If you haven't, look into it. We're still in a weird part when it comes to the market, when it comes to it being more bearish than bullish. But SafeMoon is starting to break that trend from a lot of the other tokens, and they're actually in the green. and starting to rebound. And a lot of that has to do with being listed on some more exchanges. So they were on Mandela. They're still working on the global tokenomics. They haven't announced that they fixed it yet, but now all of a sudden there's a pretty good rumor, and I would say where there's smoke, there's fire, that it will be on Binance. I think it's going to hit KuCoin first, which is a pretty big exchange, and I think you're going to see the price reflect that. And I think we're going to be, just my opinion, but I think we're starting to get to the beginning stages of taking steps up the staircase to the next levels, because I do think that as these start hitting and the utilities start rolling out, that this thing is going to catch fire, and next thing you know, we're going to be sitting here talking about it being worth a quarter, or 10 cents even. And I think the average SafeMoon holder holds just shy of 1 million SafeMoon, so that's quite a bit of money even at a dime.
Right.
So.
1 million again.
So, with that being said, let's move right into who won our SHIB giveaway. So, what was the price of SHIB at 10 a.m. today?
It was 10 a.m. today. I think it was 0.40s 11
6.
6.
Yeah, something like that.
So yeah, the closest, the person that commented the closest was 40s 15.
Yeah, and if you go back and you look at the comments and you see that maybe that's not necessarily true, it's because somebody did comment today at 10 o'clock, and even though we may have not explained it completely awesomely, that needed to be done by Thursday. That way people couldn't just comment at the last minute. So
yeah, we did say May 19th.
yeah, so but that was your part, and so maybe we just misspoke. I don't know.
Maybe.
We'll just put the blame on you.
Yeah, you can blame me. That's fine.
No,
Do I have a
in all
choice?
seriousness, though, there were a lot of good guesses out there. But what was funny is about 20 minutes before 10, it tanked. Like it dropped like 8%. So it actually took some people out of the running that would have actually won. But we'll contact that, and you can go down into the comments and check. And the winning guess was 0.00015. And so you can go in there and check that out, and then you'll know who that is, and we'll get in contact with that person. And we'll go from there. And we'll do giveaways. We're not going to do them every week, but we're going to do them from time to time when we think that makes sense. And we just appreciate all the people commenting on that. So
yeah.
Caleb, do you want to take us into the next part?
It's time for this or that. Our first one is Run DMC or Beastie Boys. What do you think?
Me?
Sure.
I'm gonna Beastie Boys. I was big into the Beastie Boys, especially during the '90s. I know what you guys are thinking.
Not even gonna say it.
But
what do you think, Caleb? I want to go last.
I really enjoyed the Run DMC a lot, but I think overall it'd be Beastie Boys, because I still listen to Beastie Boys now. I don't listen to Run DMC as much.
But what happens when a Run DMC song pops up out of the nowhere? I mean, you don't skip through it, right?
Oh, I dance.
You dance. Yeah.
Whoa, future podcast.
There we go. Caleb dancing to Run DMC on the next edition of CryptoBros.
It'll be like a 1-minute podcast.
There you go.
I think that for me, this is a very, very hard topic, because Run DMC Raising Hell album was one of my favorites of all time, and probably to this day is still up in the top 10. But License to Ill is also in the top 10.
I was gonna say.
And so, you know what? I refuse to answer.
Okay.
I'm not answering. I can't do that to either one of those groups. They're both awesome.
Yeah, pretty
What
good.
about the next topic?
I have an answer for that.
We have Rocky versus Rambo.
Me first?
You go first again, Greg.
Rambo. He's got machine guns. Rocky's got different guns, but
He's kind of gone.
I'm Rambo.
Rambo, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I got to go Rocky. It's kind of what put Stallone on a map. It's still to this day, although my kids don't really care for Rocky so much, I think it's still awesome. And I actually really liked the last Rocky. I think it was called Balboa or Rocky Balboa or whatever it was. I really did like that. Maybe it's because I'm old like he is too. But I liked Rambo, especially the very first one and the second to last one. But the rest of them, the only one in the Rocky franchise that I kind of didn't care so much about was 5. But since we're from Missouri and Tommy Morrison was in it, there was still kind of a tie there since he was from Kansas City. But I gotta go Rocky.
All right, yeah, like you said, you're representing on your shirt. So
Yeah, I agree with Josh. Rocky.
That's because I'm right.
That's how Stallone started off. Got famous.
Caleb likes to agree with the people that are right.
That's true.
I won't deny that.
So you
someday
just said that you're wrong.
No.
Okay, fair enough.
I feel
All
intimidated
right,
here.
we'll go to the next one. So you feel
Are
better.
you guys gonna fist fight over this one?
No.
Okay.
I will lose.
Yes. This is probably one of my favorite.
Yes.
Worlds of Fun or Silver Dollar City.
So why don't you start it if it's your favorite?
I love all theme parks, but Silver Dollar City is the best just because of the atmosphere.
Best over Worlds of Fun or like best all around?
I think best all around. I'm
Really?
at Six Flags. There's some good Six Flags, but that's just the atmosphere of Silver Dollar City and the crafts and all that stuff. And it's shaded, most of it. Most theme parks
That's
aren't.
important.
Yeah.
I still have memories of walking through Worlds of Fun and my shoes melting to the pavement. It got so hot.
We saw
Yes.
Tommy Morrison there.
Oh yeah, we got $100 from Tommy Morrison.
Wow. Yeah, it gets hot at Worlds of Fun.
Yes,
But I'm going to say Silver Dollar City, too.
yeah.
Same reasons.
Well, since I don't want Caleb to beat me up, I agree. Because
So
I
you're
actually
wrong.
used to really, really like amusement parks.
Mm-hmm.
Not so much anymore. They don't agree with me.
What, like, what's your, do you like
Flippy?
Yeah, spinny flippy,
Flippy.
doesn't
Thanks,
doesn't
man.
work with my brain anymore. It
I'll
makes
be-
me
Yeah.
not feel good. So
What, okay, you say that, what, like, if you went to one right now, what would be a ride you would get on, or your favorite one? Or any of them, would you not?
probably
Get on
water rides because they spin but they don't flip.
any?
And it's
They're not
honestly,
supposed to flip.
It's a lot of that of the roller coasters where it's not even just the first hill because the first hill actually isn't that
Those
bad.
little tiny ones,
It's the little tiny ones that do this, and I'm like,
like the Mamba.
and there's some spinny thing at Worlds of Fun indoors cyclone
Cyclone
sand.
Sam?
Sam. Yeah.
No, I wouldn't do that. What about you?
I don't mind that one.
That's the only ride where I waved at the guy and said, "If you don't shut it down, I'm gonna throw up." And he still didn't shut it down, and I came this close, but it ruined my day. Like I was done for it.
Yeah, that will ruin your day.
Yeah.
The only ones that make me sick are the ones that are a roller coaster that the cart spins while you're going down.
That's
the roller.
Cyclone Sam. That does that.
But that's just.
Oh yeah, that's like a little kid ride, but
Yeah.
it makes me want to throw up. All right.
Yeah, don't do that either.
All right, the last one for today is the Camaro versus the Mustang. I'll go first.
Oh,
All right.
I don't fit in them, so I don't like either one of them.
Fair enough.
all right.
Go
I can see
ahead.
that.
Camaro. Because a Mustang, what? What are you laughing at? Camaro, a Mustang's a girl's car.
It makes me feel bad when we agree. I'm just
Oh, is
saying,
that why you had?
Yeah, I like Camaros
I mean,
too.
which,
I don't think Mustangs are necessarily girls' cars, but I can think of several styles of the Mustang I wasn't a fan of, and I can really only think of like maybe one style of the Camaro I wasn't a fan of.
well, let's just say this: how many males do you know that own a Mustang?
I don't know
You know
anybody
what?
that owns a
Oh, you
Mustang.
don't? The only people I know that have owned a Mustang were, I'm just saying.
Actually, I do know one guy, but now that you said that, I'm not going to call him out because
Oh well, yeah.
It's not
I mean,
very
I'm not
nice of
saying.
you.
I guess to me it depends on
Yeah.
what year. They
Okay.
kind of went,
the Tang 2 had a buddy that had a Mustang 2.
well, like
It
the
was- It
'90s.
got us around.
The 90s Mustang
They
was-
looked like Ford Tauruses.
Or the electric Mustang. It looks like trash. Have
I
you
don't-
seen it? It looks like an SUV.
Oh gosh,
The
It's
Mustang?
weird.
Oh,
the
they do
electric
have
Mustang. Yeah.
I think they got confused there. Bronco, Mustang.
Okay, so as we wrap this up, last week we taste tested Nitro Pepsi, right? And it exploded, and it was a bad deal, and it wasn't good. So one of our listeners, or people that watch us, whatever you want to call them, said, "Hey, you did it wrong." I said, "What do you mean you did it wrong?" He said, "You're supposed to hard pour it." I don't know what that meant, so I asked, and that means that you're actually supposed to take it. So we have another one. We're going to try this again. You're actually supposed to take it, and you are supposed to pour the whole can out all at once, and then drink it. Which scares me because I barely opened it last time and it exploded all over the place. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to open it all at once and pour it in one of the glasses, and then we'll split it up,
Disperse it.
and then we'll try it again and give it an honest run, see what happens.
Okay.
But hard poured, and what he told me was basically dump it in.
All right.
So I'm going to try that, but I have a feeling that it's going to go everywhere.
Oh, the glass.
And if
Well,
it does, I'm just going to pour it in your lap.
All right.
All right, so here we go.
let's-
What's happening?
You're hard pouring.
I am, but
It's getting there.
it's actually working.
That went way better.
So, if you're supposed to hard pour it, then you're not drinking in your car.
Yeah, apparently this does not travel well.
Yeah, how do you?
Because he said when you do it right, it's really, really good.
It was a lot
So-
different.
Yeah, they didn't explode, so
Pepsi trying to win us back?
it's very foamy. There you go. There you go.
All right.
Cheers again. Honest
Cheers.
reactions.
About the same. To me.
About the same, a little bit more milky, I would say. Like,
Yeah.
like creamy.
I still don't like it at
It's
all.
still- it's not-
It tastes like
I'd rather have
Pepsi.
regular Pepsi.
Okay, so if we're going to do
Yeah.
another taste test, we are getting out of the Nitro Pepsi market, okay? If you
Yeah.
guys got something that you would like us to taste test, by all means, comment on this video. Let us know. We're willing to try, I would say, most things once.
Sure.
Not a fan of the Nitro Pepsi. But anything else you got out there that might be a little bit unique or might be kind of, we're willing to give you an honest opinion on it on air. So,
In what, 2 weeks we have the street festival?
is that really only 2 weeks away?
June
June
11th.
Okay.
So,
And we're going to have our first
Three-
guest on June
3rd?
3rd.
Yeah.
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 So that's not next Friday. So that's
In 2
3
weeks.
away.
3
2 weeks away, we're going to have our first guest. We're going to tell you a little bit about her next week.
Mm-hmm.
But guys, before we leave you today, I just want to say we appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully what we do is somewhat entertaining to you. But we are always open to ideas.
Mm-hmm.
So reach out to us. Let us know what you think, what you like, what you don't like. We're all about just having fun with this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And not letting Caleb beat us up on air.
Right.
So we have to kind of make sure that he's cool with everything before we do it. But we appreciate you. And I would just say have a great weekend and God bless.
Yep.